Today we want to talk about a special woman from old times. A woman whose beauty caught the eye of gods and kings. A woman who didn't ask for chaos but brought it anyway. Her name was Helen of Troy. They called her the face that launched 1,000 ships. But behind that title was a life full of love, pressure, regret, and myths that never died. Let's start from the beginning. Helen wasn't just a regular woman. She was the daughter of Zeus, the king of all gods, and Leda, a mortal queen of Sparta. Zeus took the form of a swan, yes, a swan, and seduced Leda. From that union came Helen, born into both beauty and drama. From a young age, Helen's beauty was unmatched. Even as a teenager, stories say that Theseus, a famous hero, tried to kidnap her. Yeah, imagine being so beautiful that heroes fight over you before you even turn 18. When it was time for her to marry, every powerful man in Greece came to ask for her hand. Kings, warriors, princes. But her stepfather, King Tyndareus, feared that choosing one man would start a war. So he made all the suitors swear a sacred oath. Whoever marries Helen, the rest of you must defend their marriage, no matter what. Helen chose Menelaus, king of Sparta. He wasn't the most exciting man, but he was strong, wealthy, and politically smart. They married and had a daughter. It looked like a stable royal life. But then came Paris. Paris was a Trojan prince, son of King Priam. He was sent to Sparta on a diplomatic mission. But before that, something wild happened. He had been asked to judge who was the most beautiful goddess, Hera, Athena, or Aphrodite. They all bribed him. Aphrodite promised him the love of the most beautiful woman in the world. He said yes, and she delivered. When Paris saw Helen, it was over. Some stories say Aphrodite made her fall in love. Others say she ran off with him by choice. Some say she was taken. Either way, Helen left Sparta and sailed to Troy. And that broke the sacred oath. Because now every one of her former suitors, Greek heroes like Odysseus, Ajax, and Achilles, had to keep their promise. They had to get her back. The Trojan War began. 10 years of bloodshed, thousands dead, all for Helen. But what was Helen doing in Troy? Was she happy? Regretful? In love? Depends on who you ask. In Homer's Iliad, she feels guilt. She calls herself a dog-faced woman, blaming herself for the war. She misses her daughter. She watches the battle from the city walls. She doesn't fight back, but she doesn't celebrate either. After Paris was killed in battle, Helen married his brother, Deiphobus. But it wasn't love, it was survival. And when the Greeks finally broke into Troy, Helen switched sides. She betrayed Deiphobus and helped the Greeks. Some say she led Menelaus straight to him. And what did Menelaus do? He nearly killed her. But when he saw her face again, his anger melted. He took her back. That's the power she had. Helen returned to Sparta with Menelaus. Some stories say they lived out their days peacefully. Others say she was never truly accepted again. In some myths, she was sent to Rhodes, where she was hanged by a queen who blamed her for her husband's death in the war. Still others say she became immortal, taken by the gods to live on Mount Olympus. So who was Helen of Troy? A pawn of the gods? A symbol of beauty and destruction? A woman trapped by choices others made for her? Or a woman who chose love and paid the price? One thing's for sure, Helen wasn't just a character. She was a mirror of male desire, of war, of power. And we're still telling her story 3,000 years later.